Hello, hello. Good evening. Sorry I am late. Once again, I was having trouble syncing up my mic and my camera, and I don't know why. Every time I launch OBS, they're out of sync when nothing changes from stream to stream. But hello, I hope we're mostly in sync. Hey, Oak City gamers, how are you doing? And Great White North, hi. And Timothy Applegate, hello. How are you guys doing tonight? Bear with me for 1 second. I wanted to tweet that I am streaming. I saw you tweeted GW. I appreciate... Oh, no, you didn't tweet that yet. You were probably waiting to make sure I was going to go live. Yeah, you were tweeting about the... Oh, you did tweet about it. Thank you. You were tweeting about the cracked Ruby case, which I just put in for a replacement from Amazon, so hopefully that'll be okay. You're watching... way too many streams at once. Who else is streaming right now? Yeah, there's always something with streams. Hey, Zombie. So give me 1 second. Let me tweet that this is happening. I'm just going to retweet GW's. Let's see here. Alright, that'll have to do. Thanks for making my life a little bit easier, GW. When there's trouble, you call GW. Alright. Okay, so, here we are. My NES has been on for a week. I did play a little bit of this on Friday night, last Friday night. I stayed up late and I wrote, instead of writing, I was playing this. And I did get through the mini boss and to the final boss, but I couldn't take out the final boss. And I was actually trying to set up a video to show you guys the mid boss. But then I realized that there's also like a whole stretch of me learning the next section that you won't see. So I think I'm just going to skip that. At some point, I'll probably do another full playthrough of this game. The mini boss is an slightly easier version of the boss that I'm about to fight tonight. You haven't beaten this yet? I established it's Battle Kid Light. Yeah, no, I haven't really. Well, there's a couple things. There's no passwords. And there's no saves, so I had to leave my NES on, and I wanted to record my final playthrough of this, but I just haven't had time to play it. I've had family stuff to do, busy weekend, and I've got like writing deadlines, so I just haven't had that much time to play video games since last week. So I did manage to get to the final boss, but I haven't beaten him yet. And it's going to take a little bit of doing. So unfortunately tonight is probably going to be a grind fest of me fighting this final boss. And if we finish early enough, I'll play something else afterwards. I'm still not sure yet, but something maybe Halloween-y. But if not, then that'll just be the stream. But I'm hoping we'll be able to finish this tonight. I just have to. I have 3 lives. I have to remember how to get it back up to that boss, because it's been like a week. So hopefully you can't hear the game audio yet. Let me put that on. Hopefully you should be able to hear that now. Turn it up on my end here. How you doing, Sklets? You did tweet the stream. Thank you, GW. And then I retweeted you because it was easy. All right. So audio sound okay to you guys? Let me know. I'm just going to try to get back up to that boss. I have to refamiliarize myself with these controls. Wow, that's a great start. Really great start. I'm just going to relearn this section here because it's been a while. Yeah. And thank you, Oak. I appreciate that. And you retweeted me. It's like Inception. It's Twitter Inception. Okay, yep, I gotta relearn this section here. I was able to get through this pretty consistently before, but I haven't played this since Friday, so... I'm glad that the NES is going like a champ, though. Yeah, this last section is a little bit rough. actually. This isn't too bad here. That last boss is pretty rough, is the thing. Oh, shoot, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Oh, right, okay, that's right. Okay, whoops. Yeah, okay. Halloweeny. Oh, that's fine. I'm over here now. Yeah, so this last boss is going to take some doing. I do have a copy of this on the Switch now. They sent me an advanced copy of it, which is really nice. It will be out on the Switch and on Xbox on Friday. And I played a little bit of it, and it's really good. Like the presentation of it is really nice, even though there's not really any like save states or anything like that. However, having played it through on my CRT, there's like the tiniest bit of lag because it's on a modern console, and I got used to it pretty quickly, and I don't know that I would notice it if I hadn't just been playing this on my CRT. What are you doing? And just been playing this on my CRT, but it's definitely much snappier on a CRT, which is what you would expect. Like, I don't actually know that there's anything you can do to improve the responsiveness on like a modern console. So it's fine though. I've been seeing the indie gamer chick tweeting her playthrough of it, and she seems to be not having too much trouble with it. So thank you, Oak. I appreciate that very much. So yeah, I'm just relearning this little stretch here before the boss, which is fine. It's a good little warm up and a nice time to catch up with you guys in the chat. How are you doing? How's your week going? What am I doing? Can you get a digital signage screen which doesn't have any filters? What does that mean? A digital signage screen. So the problem though is I played it like on my TV, which has very minor lag. It's pretty good. I played a bunch of things on it, like on my Mister and on the Switch, without any problems. Just to be sure, I tried it out on the Switch, like in handheld mode, which shouldn't have any lag because it's not going through, a TV. But it's just the tiniest little bit. I don't think it's going to be a problem for most people, but I've gotten used to playing things on CRTs. So I think it's still, if your options are to play it that way or not play it, then I would play it that way. Because, most people aren't going to have a CRT set up. I was under the impression lag is because of all the filters done to process the images, digital signage. Yes. But there are consumer TVs that have very low latency, and the one that I'm playing on, I think is probably fine. I've played a lot of I played in Tunic on that TV, and it's fine. What in the battle kit is this? Hey, Comic Man, is this the first time you've seen this, my friend? I think, were you away last weekend, or you were busy last weekend? Yeah, this is it is very similar to Battle Kid in some ways, but it is its own thing. I would say it's funny because Battle Kid is probably harder, but it also affords you, like, you continue from where you left, like the same room sometimes. There's not really any huge penalty for dying. Sadly, 3CRT TVs that function well. I have sadly 3CRT TVs that function well or don't function well. I was just playing this Super Famicom Hammer and Harry game on CRT, and it was in awe of how good it looked. Plus the failure jumps would be rough with lag. Yeah, for sure. But I do think it's a perfectly, what's the word, cromulent way to play it. All hail the king in the north. But that's a reason why I don't. What am I doing? There's a reason why I don't get a lot of modern retro releases on the Switch. Like, I played stuff on the Switch Online without any problems. I played through Blaster Master on there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need more momentum to get up there. a Zenith, a Sansui. Oh, they all work great. So you said sadly. I have sadly 3 CRT TVs that function well. Why is that sad? Oh yeah, I did hear about that, Sklats. Those sound like cool TVs, Oak. Mine is just an RCA. I got when I got into RCA TVs when I was shopping. Like when you could go to the store and you'd see like a bunch of different CRTs all together side by side, and I just compared the pictures, and the RCA was the one that I liked the most out of all the options. Like better than Toshiba, better than Sony, and it's a totally personal thing. So I've hunted down RCAs for my retro gaming. What am I doing? Why is this? What? How did I? Hey Cap, how'd your isolation run go? How far did you get? I couldn't stay for the whole thing, unfortunately. I also don't want to get spoiled for the whole thing, but the Switch Online hasn't given me any lag that I'm concerned. Yeah, and I'm not. I've been playing a bunch of things. I've been playing some Game Boy games on there. I've definitely, played some things that are probably a little bit twitchy. I played Zelda 2 on the Switch Online and had no problem. So I'm not sure what's going on with the emulator or how they built it. But playing on a Sony Wega, oh man, those things. I remember helping my friend carry like a 35-inch Sony Wega into his house that took the two of us. We could barely fit into the back of his Geo. It was freaking heavy. Hey Alpha Nerd, did you finish up Horror Night or Horror Game? Sadly, because the two of them are RF and the Sansui bought the Entave tubes. Okay, RF isn't bad if you have a good enough signal. Yeah, Comic Man's played a ton of games on the Switch Online. The alien killed a person is the first time I've seen it. Oh, okay. The other people are the biggest obstacle. That is so true. That is like how I felt about The Last of Us. It's like, oh, okay, I hate these clickers. But like the worst things in this game are other people. Partially because they have guns. Partially because they're freaking jerks, right? Like they are just horrific. They are the real monsters in that game. Make it less than 25 inches. I have a rule that I can't own a CRT. I can't live by myself. That is a good rule. That is why my CRT right here is only 20 inch. And the other two that I have are a 13 inch and a, what the heck is that? A 13 inch and a, whoops, great. My phone messed me up. And a 9 inch. There was once where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. There was once a CRT, like my neighbor was moving out at our old house. He was moving out, and there was a giant like Sony TV. I think it was like maybe 30 inches or something. It was literally in front of my house. Like all I had to do is take it into the house, like 20 feet. And I turned it down because I looked it up and it was like, it's an okay Trinitron, but it was so big. And I was just like, I do not want to have to deal with that. I do not want to have to deal with the back break of that, and I'm really, really fine with the one that I have. Anything bigger than this would probably dominate like in the space that I have for it. So hell is other people, right? Picked up a Dell reference monitor for $9. Some of those monitors, there is a Dell monitor that I would like to keep an eye on. Hey, Pal Puck. Hell is a town in Michigan. Hey, Mass and Power. Hands up, closed down. Nice. 30 TVs or monitors kicking around. Holy cow. The only other CRT that I want, every now and then I keep an eye on CRTs that are available like in my area. If I found one of those prison see-through TVs, I might be tempted to pick that one up just for aesthetics. I feel bad because there was one near my old house for sale, and I talked myself into like not picking it up because it was like, I really don't need this. I already have a bunch of TVs, but now I wish I'd gotten it. The only other one I want is one of those tiny Sony like kitchen TVs, one of those like 7-inch ones. Just because it's so cute. Sorry, I'm just refreshing myself on this section before I get up to the boss. My friend has a 40-inch CRT, only has RF and composite inputs. Hey VGM, congrats on the 700 club, joining the 700 club. That's awesome. All right. Why am I keep doing that? Oh, great. What am I doing? Anyway, at this rate, we're not going to finish this game tonight. That's okay. That's the drawback, though, of having to, like, take a break from this. Like, I could have finished this the other night if I had just stayed up later, probably. But I was like, I'll just have to come back to this. And, you know, here we are. I mean, at least there's, like, a reasonable checkpoint. Oh, you're almost there. Cool. But yeah, there's the same folks who released Battle Kid on Switch and Xbox are releasing this. They're called We're 8-Bit Legit, or it's just 8-Bit Legit, I guess. And I just, you know, I think it's great that they're at least making these homebrew NES games available for people who don't have an NES or want to bother with an NES, which can't really blame them. There are some hearts right before the boss, which is nice. Linda, hi, how are you? Got to see Linda play some GTA the other day. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Appreciate the devs can get money from wide artists. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, I know, yeah, it's very noble. Some of the home developers are, you know, they're all about, like, I want people to play this on original hardware, but you're closing out such an audience for your game. And I know Skletz isn't impressed with this game, but there's a homebrew game called Starkeeper that is there were like 50 copies produced of it ever, and they're no longer available, of course. Now, how do I get to this thing? Let's see here. Oh, right, I'm doing this wrong. Okay, that's what I messed it up. I'm supposed to go that way and then across. Yeah, the criminal act of Linda. So, but Starkeeper is now the developer finally released a version, like a port of it on PC. It's on Steam right now. It's super cheap. It's like under $4. And I feel bad because he really was trying to. He thought that there was like a huge market for it, like that he could really make a lot of money for it, because these games, like, they're so rare that they are selling for. Oh, that's right. Okay. I remember this now. I'm not sure what I was doing there. There we go. I remember this now. I have to wait for that buzzsaw to go up and down 4 times to have my window there. And there hasn't been a huge response to it, I guess, but it sold for like $3,000. Like, I think the last one I saw on eBay sold for like $3,500, something like that. But now lots of people can play it, and there just hasn't been a huge market for it. Almost pulled the trigger on finally buying Twin Dragons yesterday. Decided not to because I'm trying to buy less games. Yeah, no, I totally get that, Cap. It's a great game. It's one of my top favorite homebrew NES games. So I hope you will get to play that at some point. But I know you've got a lot of expenses, especially I know the holidays and birthdays and everything, and you still have to prioritize your Sega Genesis collection. So I totally get that. If you are interested at any point, Cap, in playing some homebrew games, and you would like me to loan you some homebrew games, I would be happy to mail some to you for you to play if you're planning to, like, stream them or something. So if you want to play Twin Dragons that way, let me know. Okay, so now I remember how to get past this thing. Yeah, a lot of this is just remembering what do I do now. Okay. Right. Okay. Do this. Do that. Go like that. Don't do that. Alright, I'm just remembering how to do this. Alright. Yeah, of course, Cap. No pressure. Anytime. Some games I might not want to mail. Like, I probably wouldn't want to mail my copy of Starkeeper. I only got it. I got it for a trade. I traded a couple games for it. I traded my copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter on NES and my copy of Dragon Warrior 4 on NES, which I regret. Back when I traded them, those were both, I think the Ninja Turtles was worth maybe 130 or so, and I think Dragon Warrior was selling for like 60 or 70, and of course now it's like a lot more, and I kind of regret selling the Dragon Warrior 4, and I'm kind of eyeing picking it up again just because I want to complete my NES collection of those again. But Tournament Fighters, like, aside from the rarity of it, it wasn't a good game, and I didn't like it, so I didn't mind trading it, and now of course it's in the Cowabunga collection, so you know, that's all fine and good. So I don't really miss that one, but Dragon Warrior 4 for sure. You need to get in some homebrew ones. So, I mean, my recommendation really is, if you are interested in homebrew games, well, lots of repro games, get an EverDrive. You can get the cheaper EverDrive, and you'll be fine with it. You can buy a used one, I'm sure, because people have upgraded them. $70 or $80 for an EverDrive, and you can load all your repros and all of your homebrew games and not have to pay like $40 or $50 for someone else to make one for you. And a lot of the homebrew games, most of the homebrew games that have been coming out lately, are available in ROMs. And I can't afford to buy every single homebrew game that's coming out now because there's so many of them. Like, it's a great problem to have, but there's too many homebrew games for me to pick up anymore. So I had already been kind of prioritizing, like, you know, games that I'm pretty sure are like something I'm going to want to play a lot of, things that are platformers and you know, stuff like this that are like definitely my sort of game. And you know, you gotta figure out where you're gonna put your money, right? Look into an EverDrive, yes, for sure. If you have any interest at all in playing on hardware, but you don't want to buy those expensive cartridges, shoot, okay, all right, that's fine. I'm almost there. Why is my phone doing that? What is happening here? These are like notifications of, I guess, I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, we're getting there. Like, I love owning, oh my gosh, love owning, you know, physical cartridges of homebrew games, but I cannot afford them all. But yeah, Timothy, I think, mentioned that a Gunhawk is out now. I saw that comment earlier. Which I streamed a little bit of a while back, the demo. I streamed a little bit of the demo of Gunhawk, which is a new Zapper game for the NES. I actually just bought it last night. I have the ROM. I bought the ROM for it. And I will buy the cartridge of it when it comes out, because I love Skyboy games. And but I haven't loaded it on my EverDrive yet. And I also picked up Jane Austen's 8-Bit Adventure is out now. That came out this week too, and that's on Steam. And you can buy the ROM from like itch.io, but if you buy the game on Steam, it comes with the ROM. So that's what I did, because that expands, you know, my options for playing the game. And I'm definitely going to stream that one at some point too. I haven't loaded that one on my EverDrive yet either. If you lost your collection somehow, the real console and EverDrive would be my solution for sure. Yeah. Every now and then I'm like, oh, I could sell my games, you know, but my NES collection is particularly special to me, at least for now. I can't imagine I'll ever really want to part with it. No, I got my emergency alert test, Powpuck. Weirdly, my personal phone got it in Spanish first, and then in English. My work phone only got the English one. Gunhawk is better than 99% of existing Zapper games. Skyboy is a genius. Yes, they are. They sure are. But, you know, I mean, and I bought the EverDrive. I have an EverDrive, but that hasn't curtailed me from continuing to acquire cartridges for my collection. The two are not mutually exclusive. So sell it all one day or incorporate. Hey, K949. I mean, my son has shown like very little interest in retro games, but you know, maybe my daughter will like them. I don't know. These games, like if something happens to me, like my wife is going to disperse them among my friends and make sure that the homebrew games in particular get a nice home, because you know, those are some of them are rare. Oh, that worked out well. Look at that. Some of the ones I have are rare, or at least harder to come by these days. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, those are for someone else to deal with. You know, and if they want to keep them, you know. You want all the crappy dollar games? Hey, Paste. Real Console and EverDrive is peak gaming, but still refuse to sell. Yeah, for sure. I mean, these games I've spent literally, more than half of my life collecting NES games, and the rest of my collection, like I have a lot of other games, like all the games I do get to play them. They're not just for collecting. Especially some of the NES games are like, well, I want to stream this at some point. But I have other games in my collection. I collect physical, but they're less. I don't want to start collecting a bunch of. What am I doing? Why am I doing that again? I'm stuck now. Dang it. Okay. I mean, I don't want to get into collecting like a huge Genesis collection or SNES collection or something. That's just going to cost me too much money. I also have an EverDrive and all Genesis games on the Sega Mini, but I still collect the carts I really want. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have a bunch on the Sega Mini, but I kept it kind of limited it to recommendations. I will never sell another game unless severe financial distress. Yes. Told your girlfriend to sell it all if you die. Yeah, I don't know that Cora's going to want to sell them all. She'll probably just give them away or something. Yeah. A lot of others play these great games that I want. It's a lot of money. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Me too, Paste. Yeah, that's the only reason I have all these games. Like, most of these games. Because I got them at Funkoland. Or on eBay even, really cheap before anybody knew they were going to be worth anything ever. And even at the time, like, I knew that there was like a rarity list back then. But it was based on... 1, 2... Sorry, I have to count this. 3, and then 4. It was based on like production runs, and so they would say like, "Oh, this game is pretty rare because it was very late in the NES library." That doesn't necessarily mean that it's worth a lot of money, though. Hey, Sandwich. Oh, guys, I posted a link to Sandwich's No Death Run in Frankenstein in the description of this, so you need to check that video out. I actually was playing Frankenstein recently. Because I played this for alphanumeric a long time ago, but I didn't play it for very long. I was playing it recently because I was thinking about maybe doing this one for a Mega's challenge. But I don't know that I will, because I think it'll have like a big learning curve to master the later stages, and I honestly do not have a lot of time right now. I have... I don't want to be up here. Oh, come on. I have 2 books to write in the next couple months, so possibly 3. But I'm hoping that one's going to be pushed back a little bit, because I cannot write 3 books in 2 months or 3 months. Oh gosh, okay. So I have major deadlines right now. I'll have to scale back on some of my streaming, I think. Used to use the rarity list from Nintendo Age. Tengen Treacher is actually very rare, but it's not a super expensive game to buy. Yes, that's true. November's NaNoWriMo. I have never done a NaNoWriMo. Cora actually hates the word NaNoWriMo. Really hates it. So, I don't know why. But I will be writing a novel in November, but not for this project. Not just because I have a deadline. Like, I have a contract to do it. Yeah. Oh, and also Copper Jacket was just released today on like Amazon. So if you were interested in that game, some of you might be interested in that. It's like a top-down shooter, kind of like some of those like Commando, or some of the stages in like Contra 2, I guess. Super Contra. Oh, come on. Yeah, I won't Timothy. Felicia's doing NaNoWriMo again. She fans the deadline. So the deadlines absolutely are helpful. Like, I don't think it's a bad. I think it's a good. I think it's a good motivator to finish something, because most people who say that they want to write never finish anything, and the need to hit certain deadlines to make your goals forces people to not get so hung up on whether the thing that they're working on is actually any good. which I think is a great way to draft. Like, you just have to get it done, right? I don't have the luxury of you know, rewriting myself constantly while I'm on deadline. Giving up is far more fulfilling, Sled says. Magyar Adam. Hi, is this game called Project Blue? It is. It is called Project Blue. Yes. Yes. No, I don't want to be up there. Nuts. Okay. So I didn't expect I would have this much trouble getting back up to the boss, but, you know, so it goes. No, oh, what are you doing? That wasn't great. Okay. Oh, okay. Yep. I'm almost there. I need to get back. Oh, there we go. Alright, and then this section here. And then this thing. Getting sloppy. Okay. And then... ugh. You can see that this is a little bit of a slog, right? Like, to keep dying at the boss and then have to keep doing this section again without like a closer checkpoint is a little bit rough. You know, I think definitely one of the challenges of this game. So there's something over on the right that I can't figure out. I think there's a heart upgrade over there, based on like what Ellen was saying, but I think it's really challenging to get it, so I'm not sure, and I'm gonna just take a run at this boss. At least you can refill like what little hearts you have here. When you restart here, I'm gonna die after this boss fight, and then I'll have to come back here and I'll have to redo that whole thing again. But like, that's nice. I think there's an upgrade over there on the right, but it seems really challenging to get to it, and I'm not sure that it's gonna be worth it. So. This buzzsaw is the real challenge in this section here. Oh, maybe I'm just trying to figure out how to dodge that thing. That's a problem. Use the enemy to clear the span. I don't know. I'm not sure that's necessary. Oh, no, I see what you're saying, to get to the right. I can get to the right without any problem, but then there's like another section after that. If we get up to that section this time, I'll show you what's over there. Oh, gosh. All right, I'm just gonna... yeah. I'm just gonna go, and I can clearly use the practice here, so I'm being sloppy there. I appreciate the forced practice element of limited checkpoints, but it can be frustrating. A fine line to walk for modern NES devs. Yes. Like, and I saw somebody complaining about the lack of saves and continues and saying this is kind of a long game. I mean, certainly by modern standards, it's a bit rough, like, to have to do that. But by like traditional standards, and I know GW will back me up on this, like, compare it to something like Blaster Master, right? That's like at least a 3.5 hour playthrough. Is that right, GW? Like, if you know what you're doing and you're actually like good at it, that's at least a 3.5 hour playthrough. When I played it through all the way, I used the Switch Online and I used save stage just to hold my progress. Like, You know, not to really save scum or anything like that, because there are unlimited continues. So I kind of look at it as like the akin to leaving my NES on for a freaking week, which is what I did here. But when I finished the game, I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll play through it again, you know, just from the beginning, and try to record it and just have like a full, like, legit playthrough. And I got like maybe an hour into it. I got to the ice section, an hour and a half in maybe, and I was like, you know what? I don't have anything to prove. I'm not having fun with this. This game is so freaking long. It is such a slog. I'm not looking forward to so many sections of this game. I'm not going to do this, and I stopped. Right. Oh, right, that's right. There are limited continues in Blaster Master. That's what I mean, Jim. Yes, exactly. So I used the Switch Online, and I did a save state, and then when I ran out of continues, like, I started over again from the beginning. But I only used it to kind of hold my progress as if I were playing it on the NES. Okay, you can do it in an hour and a half if you know the game really well. Yeah. This reminds me when you're streaming Battle Kid 2. Yeah, it's not quite so bad. But this section, I'm relearning this. I only played this section for like maybe half an hour or something on Friday night. 4 continues, I believe. Yeah, and the interesting thing is the Japanese version of it, I believe, has unlimited continues, but I think it was Brad Smith tweeted about it, or mentioned that the Japanese manual actually says that there are limited continues. Like, it was supposed to have limited continues and something got messed up or whatever, and they just made it unlimited, but it was intended that it would have 5 or 4 continues. Blaster Master was the first and only game you've kept the NES on for. Yeah. I must save Fred. I did save Fred, but yeah. And it's also GW's first NDR, which is quite an accomplishment. Also, hi, Jim. This chat is too famous. What does that mean? Yes, Area 4, the Japanese version, more tough. Is that the one where you have to jump off of a platform and like land on the ladder somehow? What bothered me about Battle Kid wasn't the checkpoints, was how you had to make the same difficult shot or difficult jump so many times to actually progress. It's so tedious. It is. That is very true, Timothy. And you have to have the right kind of like mindset for it, like the right amount of patience, I guess, which I do generally, but it can be. But then when you put that run together, like when you put that perfect run together, like it's amazing. Why do I keep doing that? But it is very, very, very tedious, and some of those boss fights are really, really rough. Oh no! Why? Keep making silly mistakes. Okay. Yes, it is very tedious, but it's the closest that I've gotten to feeling like a speedrunner, because you have to have the strats and you have to execute them like flawlessly to advance. Gonna die. Ooh, that was close. That was rough. Either way, Blaster Master has no save their passwords. Right, and that may be one reason why I'm enjoying the Game Boy version more. Enemy below. It's not even old school hard. Classic NES games aren't as tedious. Right, and it might be more informed by... oh, shoot. I think I have to jump in order to make that jump there. It might be more informed by, whatchamacallit, I Want to Be the Kid. Or I Want to Be the Guy. Is that what it's called? So it may not even be like an NES thing that it's replicating. It's replicating sort of the Kaizo nature of that other game. Anyway, I'm very chatty today. I should focus more on the game. So you can actually make this jump without that guy. And then you come over here. Whoa, geez. Okay, well. Then you come over there, and you're like, well, now what do I do? Let's see if we can put this together. Oh, what am I doing? Well, I guess we can't. Oh, actually, I'm gonna respawn here. So okay, I can't check that out now. But there's a reason why Battle Kid 2 took me so many streams to get it down. Oh, shoot, I got the glitch. Okay, there's a glitch here. Well, this isn't going to go well. It's apparently they're aware of it, but there's not much I can do about it. That was funny. I also have that on video from one of my previous playthroughs. Woof. Squirrels games? No, I've never played that Powerpuck. I have no idea what you're talking about. Squirrels? I want to be the guy who trolls much harder than Battle Kid. Yeah. Did you ever see that glitch I just had, Jim? They're aware of it. It's like a thing, but they could never figure out exactly what was causing it. Now I want to play Blaster Masher again. Play the Game Boy one. I want to finish it. Yeah, I'm in Area 5, I think. I've been, I took a long break from it, and then I'm just kind of poking at it from time to time. I'm in Area 5. I'm in like a water area, like an underwater water area. Underwater water area? Did I just literally say that? Underground water area. Darn it. Heard that visual glitch, but don't think I experienced it. What am I doing? Oh gosh. Okay. I would only play I want to be the Bashi because I've watched so many runs. Oh yeah. Oh, you're nowhere near that area as well. Spoilers, sorry. Yeah, I haven't, you know, one of the problems is I'm worried that I've forgotten stuff, you know, but it's a little bit more linear, I think, than the NES games, so I'm doing okay for now. I'm really enjoying it. Why do I keep doing that? Crab boss in Area 5 can be tough. What am I? That went backwards. Okay. Brilliant. Ugh. But this is very much Battle Kid-like, in that you have to just put together the perfect run. Perfect blue, perfect run. I don't know why I'm doing that now. Squirrels.d. Thank you. I will check that out. I'm doing that again. Okay. Well, how are all of you doing? How was your week? How is life? What are you playing? I don't know what I'm doing there. This is taking too long. Thought I'd be spending most of this time fighting that boss, and I still have to figure out how to fight the boss. So oh my gosh. I'm just gonna kill myself. Boop. This is tough. Okay. Don't. What am I doing? That's alright. I wanted to kill myself anyway, right? Found Battle Kid a bit more forgiving with its checkpoints. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty long stretch to have to redo this. I hope this isn't triggering any like bad memories, Jim. Super Famicom Hammer and Harry. Okay. Yeah, I ordered the first two NES games, the Famicom games, through Retrobit. I don't know when those are coming out. I probably should have just gotten the Famicom versions, but I'm glad that they're releasing those games, and so I figured I'd support it. Yeah, the only other thing I've really been playing actively is Tunic, which you guys have seen. I made some good progress in that the other night. I think I'm in the last stretch of that game. Perhaps. The scavenger boss was really tough. Oh, you have the Famicom cards, Timothy? Hey, Mr. Matthews. How are you? Yeah, at least Battle Kid placed a checkpoint right before the boss. That's true. That's a good point. That is a very good point. Should get back to Mario RPG. Cool. I don't know if I'm gonna buy. I don't think I'm gonna buy the remake of Mario RPG. The only reason I would buy that is if my son wanted to play it. I have the Super Famicom. I mean, I have the Super NES game of it already. I don't know. Maybe it's a good game. Oh, great. I have the SNES cart. The remake looks nice, though. Yeah, you know, they posted a video. The Nintendo UK Twitter account posted a video of the music. Because you can switch between the original music and, like, the remastered music. I guess maybe something orchestral or something. I like the original. I'm a little bit weird that way. I know a lot of people like, you know, doing MSU music for the SNES, and I'm just like, I like bit chiptunes. I like chiptunes. A few new features the remake will have team attacks, post-game boss refights, etc. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know that I'm super excited about those things, but that's neat. Oh, great. MSU is interesting, but I prefer the chiptunes. Yep. Yeah, these checkpoints, man. Like, I don't know. They could start me at a, you know, it's just the game over checkpoints are a little bit rough. And this is one boss that doesn't need this kind of extra challenge. You know? It's the final boss. Like, give it to me. Took a long time to get used to real music in games. Oh yeah, thanks, Jim. Yeah, and I'm not to say that you're wrong and somebody's wrong for wanting to get those things. I'm just, they're not necessarily going to appeal to me, I think. I'm not even sure if I'm getting the Gargoyles remake or not. It's coming out, I think, like imminently. Shoot. I've been playing a little bit of the Genesis. I had been playing a little bit of the Genesis game for the first time, like trying to play through it, and it's pretty good. I'm not sure I love it though. It's also not an expensive cartridge like the original cartridge, so I don't know, that works better. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It kind of depends on what the remaster is actually like. Like, is it gonna have like, you know, more voice acting in it from the cast, or is it like just they've added some stuff, some stock sounds from the show? Like, what's the deal gonna be? What's the deal? Have a Gargoyles cart, I'm good. Translate Assault Suit Valken from Retrobit's tempting me though. So I don't know anything about that game. I saw there's some videos about it today. I haven't watched any of them yet, so I don't really know like what that game is. But people seem very excited about it, so that's cool. Why did I do that? I should be able to reset from right there. Fully voice acted by the original VAs. All right, let's just go in here. So one piece of advice that Ellen had was to just kind of like master like dodging stuff, right? Like, so if this is following a pattern every time, I think after that first go, I should jump over his head and get out of the way, right? Is that how this thing's going? I'm just trying to figure out what the pattern is here. Okay. Gargoyles as in the Disney TV show, yep. There's a Genesis game, and they're remaking that Genesis game, or remastering the Genesis game with like modern graphics, which you can alternate back and forth between the original and the remastered like sort of thing. But I also don't think that the animation looks great. Like I would have expected the animation, the new animation looked really good, or much better. And I think this is one case where I like the pixel art better. DuckTales Remastered was interesting because it had its own sort of style to it, and it was like. It worked really well, but this thing looks a little bit strange. If Gargoyles had come out a couple years earlier, you would have been all over it. Yeah, I think it came out about exactly the right time for me. Can they get Jonathan Frakes again? I mean, that's the thing. I don't know if they're. I mean, sure. Like, what's he doing right now? But. I'm not sure how much dialogue like they'd have to be adding into the game anyway. Like I don't think there's much story in the game. There's some, but not like that much, I don't think. Jordan Peele wanted to make a live action Gargoyles movie and Disney blew him off. Oh wow. No, I did not know that. Or maybe I heard that at some point. Alright, let me focus on this thing. So oh, come on. I have like one shot at this and this thing glitches out on me. That's really annoying. I'm getting this glitch a lot, and it might be because my NES has been on pause for so long. I wonder if that's having something to do with it. Directing TV shows like crazy has time to record some VAs. Sure. Just in terms of acting, like, people aren't necessarily, like, beating down his door right now to get him for something, unless it's Star Trek related, or, you know, in this case, maybe Gargoyles. They could be testing the waters. It would be interesting if this game does well, because they've been making a new comic book series that continues the story, but I think it ignores the Goliath Chronicles, which is probably the right thing to do. And I wonder if they would be investigating the possibility of doing like a new series, a new animated series at some point. I mean, they're bringing back X-Men, right? We got DuckTales remastered, the new DuckTales, and there's supposed to be another Darkwing Duck in the works. So it's such an interesting choice to do Gargoyles. Anyway, I'm sorry that you guys are watching me play the same screens over and over and over again, but this is what I gotta do. My NES has been on pause, and I can't play any other NES games on here right now. I could play them on like my Mister or the AVS or something like that, I suppose, but I really want to finish this game. And I thought about just starting over again and playing through it from the beginning, but I also have like limited time in my life, and so I kind of just wanted to, you know, preserve the progress that I had already made. No, not another Darkwing game. They've been talking about doing a Darkwing Duck TV show. We tuned in for an NES stream. We accept what that entails. Thank you, Timothy. I appreciate that. I know you're up for anything that's like a Famicom game, so... What am I doing? You knew what you were getting into when you tuned in. It's also super warm in here for some reason. I need to open a window or turn on the fan or something. I don't know. Ugh. This is gonna be a long stream after all, probably. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh my gosh. And I saw, speaking of remakes, I'm just going to off myself here. I saw a trailer for the new Toxic Avenger, and I'm open-minded, but yeah, I think it looks worse than the original. I mean, it's trying for, I guess, a modern version of that schlocky kind of horror, and I don't think it succeeds, at least not what I saw of it, which wasn't admittedly much. But I don't know. I'm a little bit uninterested in it. I mean, I guess I didn't expect them to make like a serious version of Toxic Avenger, like, you know. Nightmare Before Christmas GBA. Oh, I've never played that. And Jim knew what I was getting myself into. Yeah, that's true. That trailer showed nothing, Splits. Yeah. Worse, is that possible? I mean, maybe. I enjoyed the movie when I was a teenager. I recognize that it's not arguably very good. Probably is better than that Game Boy game that Mr. Matthews played, though. I want more Toxic Crusaders, not Toxic Avenger. Sure. Yeah, I still can't believe they made a cartoon out of that. Amazing. Oh, there's that game, though. There's like a new version of, like, a new Toxic Crusaders game, isn't there? I haven't played that yet. I know there's a demo of it. It's so weird that they're doing all this stuff. They're starting to market those, like, old licenses again, I guess. Maybe we'll see a new Sergeant Kabuki Man. Yeah, I agree with you, Sklets. That I agree with you there too, Comic Man. Like, they seem to be competing to do the weirdest thing possible, right? Yeah, I need to play with some of those GBA games. Didn't love Toxic Avenger when I saw it, like, at all, but I applaud the spirit of the movie at least. Yeah, it's just like Gargoyles. I think you have to have seen it at, like, a particular point in your life. And I was at exactly the right age that would appreciate a movie like that. I had a friend who was really into bad B movies, like Basket Case and, like, Leprechaun and stuff like that, like bad horror movies. And so I watched a lot of those, and I think partially I convinced myself I liked them more than I did because, you know, he liked them. But I also do appreciate them. Like, they are something, you know. But that said, I don't necessarily go out of my way to watch that kind of thing these days. Although I watch some of those, like, campy horror movies on occasion. Elijah would voice Spyro the Dragon. Hey, Irish nerd. Gargoyles is timeless. Yes, Gargoyles is timeless. It's true. I never got into the Avalon section of that series, but I think I would appreciate it more now because I'm much more interested in, like, Shakespeare now than I was at the time. Plus, I know, like, Kate Mulgrew was in that. I loved how Gargoyles was just like, let's get as many Star Trek voice actors as possible. I don't know why it developed that way, but I think that they, like, it's great that they leaned into it. Like, really, just like, okay, yeah, here's Nichelle Nichols is in it, and Brent Spiner, Marina Sirtis, like, yeah, okay. It feels like stunt casting, but it's not really. Like, it's a weird thing that happened. I don't know. Freaking love the Avalon stuff. I need to rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch Gargoyles soon, I think. I am absolutely gonna rewatch that at some point. Yeah. Bad horror movies. Like Tromeo and Juliet. Tromeo and Juliet was great. Like, that last line is like, but we're related to each other. It's like, eh. Oh, the fourth Toxic. Did I see the fourth one? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, Michael Doran was in that, yep. Okay, we have a full complement of lives. I'm not going to mess around with that thing over there. I'm going to see what happens with this boss. Wait, what? Do I have to fully walk into the room before it does anything? Huh. Can I game that? Can I time it such that the thing is going through at a certain point? That's interesting. Okay. This isn't really going so great. I just don't know how to dodge this freaking buzzsaw. I don't know how to do that. No glitch. Alright. I didn't realize that that it just like... Because I guess I always just rush into the room. I was just rush into the room. Okay, I'm gonna go. Nope. Nope. I have a hard time reaching that freaking heart there too. Oh, I finally got it. Okay, so this thing is not as helpful as you think it would be. Okay, I can only jump over it when it's going down. Okay. Right? Most of the time I can hide in there, maybe. I wish I could just do a save state right there just to practice this boss. Okay. Right. Go. Alright, dodge. Okay. Do that. Nope. Okay, hold on, that might work. Alright, that might work. No, okay. That might work. So when I come in here, I can jump that and... No, okay, and then I have to go over here. And I can jump. No. Timing's off. Well, no, I'm practicing dodging it right now. I'm just practicing trying to avoid getting hit. Good piece of advice from Ellen was like focus on one aspect of the fight first and then focus on like getting the shots off. But I hadn't really needed to do that in this game up until that boss. But it's something with like Battle Kid that I learned the bosses that way. Like I had to learn their patterns first and then I started trying to get the shots off. Yeah, every time the saw blade spins around, the robot seems honed in on you and ducked in the tunnel, start moving back left. Not sure that could be used in your favor. I'm not sure if it is doing that, but I'll take a look for that. I don't think it just hides in there when I jump in the corner. But I need to see it some more times, and it's really annoying that I have to do this over and over and over again to get up to that. Just for like a couple of seconds of strategizing. Okay, that's alright. That's how it is. That's what we're gonna do. Technique of hugging the right wall seemed to work for most of the passes. What are the cent symbols for? Is there a shop in this game? No, those are essentially coins. Like if you collect 100 of them, you get a 1-up. But there's no way I'm going to collect 100 of them now, so there's some kind of like credits or whatever. Not 100% sure what they're supposed to be. But boy, if there were a shop where I could buy lives... Boss doesn't activate until you're fully in the room, but the saw blade continues to regardless. Yep, that can actually lead to it feeling more random based on when you rush into the room. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is tricky. So I need to be consistent, right? It's kind of like with Adventure Island. I knew, like, I would know one pattern, but then if I missed my jump, then the pattern would be different the second, like, you know, because I missed it. So I'd have to basically adapt on the fly to it. Hey, J-Chip, it's going real slow. So that's a good point. Thank you for pointing that out, Jim. Because if I change up when I enter the room, I'll have a different strategy every time. Not great. I really hate the placement of these guys too. They take a lot of hits there for no reason. No, oh, for crying out loud. Alright, so I should just rush into the room the same time every time, just to develop a routine there. I only just noticed, you know, just now that it was even behaving that way. So, oh my gosh, seriously? Well, okay. At least you can death warp over here. All right, rush in. That's about the same, and then I have to get over here. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Go over here. Nope. Okay. Is it doing exactly the same thing every time? I feel like that blade is so erratic. Okay, and then it starts going the other way. Is it actually homing? It does look like it's rotating around the whole time, but then it does seem to change its pattern when I'm down there. Huh. Let's experiment. So if I'm over here... Okay. Do I just need to stay, like... No, that's not gonna work so well, is it? Nope. It's staying... Like, maybe I need to be in the middle, but that looks really dangerous. Don't think it changes patterns. It looks that way because of the way the tank moves back and forth. So it's rotating consistently around it, but it's, like, messing with my head, is what you're saying. But it does kind of warp, like, it does look like it's doing some kind of weird flippy thing, like... And it just seems erratic, and I'm not sure how to plan for that. What am I doing? Okay, well, does that work? It does work. Okay, that's a much better way of getting through there than what I was doing before. A little higher pressure, but, you know. If you're in a hurry. like when the tank changes facing, the blade kind of snaps into place. Yes. Yes, that's what it's doing. It's kind of... That just seems unfair. I mean, I don't know. The fact that the tank has like a shield on it, on the one side, is bad. And I don't know. It just seems like a very dramatic difficulty spike in this game. The only difference between this boss and the previous boss is that the saw, but functionally I have so much more to contend with. No, the shield as well. There wasn't a back shield on the previous boss, I don't think. But I could be wrong. I think I only shot it when it was coming towards me, now that you mention it. But 3 years ago, came out in 2020. I thought the shield was new, but I could be wrong. And even if I could get a heart up on, you know, if that's the power up that you can get over there, not going to do me any good if I can't get any shots off. So, all right. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I can't do any damage there. Gonna jump over here. Okay. No. This is very... Oh, okay. Well, that sort of works. Thought it was new. Was going to joke and suggest to submit this to speedrun.com, figuring that, even though if you took over a week to submit. No, White Hat 94 has the speedrunning record. Thanks, Comic Man. Alright, so I'm coming in here. I'm going to jump and go over there. Okay, gonna jump over here now. Okay. Is he even taking damage? Okay. Ugh. We're running this song pretty well. Well, let's see here. Take such wide jumps there. Okay. And of course, the tricky thing is, like, can I get a shot off? It's like a freaking jump rope. Okay. It's coming out of it already is on Switch and PS4. New to this platform. Yeah. Exactly. Seems new, but it isn't. Coming over here. Okay, gonna go back over here. Oh, no, that's not the right way to do that. Okay. Alright. Okay. Do that. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oi. Interesting. I think you said it takes like 19 hits or something, or somebody said it takes 19 hits. So that's a lot. I'll have to be able to dodge it pretty effectively before I can do that, but we'll see. Some of it I guess is anticipating, or like or being familiar with how it's going to react, right? 16. Wait, is this coming out on Steam as well? I didn't think it was. I thought it was, oof. I thought it was Switch and Xbox only. I'm just messing this one up. The saw blocks your shots. Oh, is that what's happening? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Am I winning? Nope. Are you completely wrong? About what? I am not winning, L. I am not winning. Oh, about that. I think it's Switch and Xbox only. Sorry, I'm just going to keep killing myself because I just want to try to have full lives. How hard is the game, K949 asks? I'd say it's pretty fair, really up until the last stage, Omni HQ. It's a very long stage, and the mini boss was challenging, and then now you see what's happening with this boss. But I've got through most of the game in one stream. I got pretty much to the end of the game in one stream, and that means it's not terrible. Start firing at it while practicing to dodge? Oh, I suppose so, yeah. 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 I'm just trying to focus on, like, how do I avoid the shots, and then how do I avoid it? But yeah, it's entirely possible I'll make a shot. It's just, you know, it becomes distracting, like trying to take it out at the same time. But maybe. Let's see what I can do. I mean, I could look at, you know, a full playthrough, or speedrun or something to see like what I'm supposed to do there. But I'm trying to figure it out, you know, on my own, for the most part. That is the last boss, unless I've been horribly misled. Should be. Sure feels like a last boss. Short hop and shoot to land your hits, which is your... Yeah, exactly, yes. That was one of the problems that I had with the mini-boss. You have to kind of get, like, the right angle, the right rhythm down there. Gonna have to do these, like, short little hops. Which is tough. Can completely avoid it that way. How far can you move back into the tunnel to avoid the saw blade? You can completely avoid it that way, but then you can't avoid its shots. Yes, that is a problem. And the blade can still hit you if it's coming at the right angle or against the wrong angle. It's a thing. It is a thing. I do vaguely remember when Jim first beat this game, him complaining about that boss. And now it all seems entirely warranted. Oh, see, the interesting thing about this one is it shoots... That one that's on that platform usually will only shoot when you come close to it, when you hop or jump or something. But because you're standing so close to it on the ladder, it's just constantly shooting. So it has its own rhythm that's different from the other ones. You can't time it by like hopping to get it to fire a shot and then jumping again real quick to shoot it. You have to just like wait till it fires and then go for it. All right, let's do it. There should be a save room right before this boss, but in the grand tradition of hard as nails NES games, they decided, nah, you have to do the whole level again. I 100 agree. Never did legitimately beat this game. Did you do, oh, you used the code, right, to get some extra lives or extra hit points or something, extra hearts? Oh god. No. It flashes gold for a second there. How do you know if your shots are actually causing damage? It flashes gold. You kind of have to hit the little antenna on the top of its tank, yeah. I think I'm getting it... Sort of? But the shield, I think, blocks it? Or do you have to only hit the top of it? Is that what's happening? Okay. Saw. Got a Game Genie code from the devs for unlimited lives. I have plenty of extra health by replaying the whole game and never losing them to game over. Still struggle with this boss. Yeah, this is not necessary. Like, having me repeat this. I made it as far in the game as you ever did. That was a good run. I think I'm getting a little bit better. At least I lasted a little bit longer in that fight and got some shots in there. It's like I definitely need to be able to fire like shots more consistently. And I don't know. It might be like something about rolling the thumb over the pads. Something like that, maybe, is the way to do it. But I need to be able to fire at that particular height more consistently. I wonder if this game counts as a horror game. The trick is also trying to make those jumps between the saw and the tank. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, I agree. Claw Eagle Grip. I cannot play that way. I cannot play that way. Not only do I think people look stupid doing it, but it's just super uncomfortable. I don't know. The final boss is the stuff of nightmares for sure. I mean, there's those weird failed experiments and things like that. There's kind of some kind of like body horror going on in this, right? Dystopian, futuristic, sci-fi, noir horror. Anybody watching the new? I don't know why that's a segue. Watching the new Power Rangers show, Cosmic Fury. I was not interested in watching it until I saw like Netflix was like, Billy's back. And I'm like, what? So I decided to watch it because Billy's back in it. And, you know, I'm completely confused as to what's happening because of all the weird continuity and everything that I've missed. But I'm glad Billy's back. It's kind of funny. And Lord Zed is back. So it's like they're targeting these to people my age, weirdly enough, because, you know, first of all, kids today would not have seen those old episodes, and I'm not even sure if I guess they could watch them all on Netflix, but are they going to? I don't know. Sci-fi body horror. Yeah. I started this game before Omega announced the challenge, though. Alright, let's see how we do here. Oh my gosh, most of my shots are not going through. Oh, I couldn't even get up there. I'm having a hard time jumping up to that platform. Saw the splash screen for it with Lord Zed, yeah. Yeah, it's blocking the shot when it's facing away from you, which isn't great. Not great. What am I doing? Oh, gosh. The green window I'm supposed to hit. Are you kidding? I've been aiming for the wrong thing the whole time. Oh, you mean like on the front of it? Not the little, not the thing on top? Yeah, I think that's right. Because there's a shield blocking the glass. I can't get through it. Just seems very unfair. Very demanding, rather. It's such a tough call, like... You want to make a hard game, but do you want to make it this hard? Like... The green face, not the antenna, the window, yeah. I think... you're right, I'm pretty sure that's what I thought before, but it seems like I'm hitting the antenna. That makes me risk overshooting it. And the shield is different because I was able to hit it from behind, I think, on the mini boss. Literally a brain in a green jar, so yeah. Hey, Kurumi. Played before this a while back, yeah. That's why you can't hit it when it's facing away from you, indeed. Ugh, I hate when that thing hits me. Indeed, we are in for a fight. I really just want to start like right in front of the boss, like especially once you more or less nail this and you know once it becomes just tedious, like, okay, well, I have to do this again. Even I know how to get through it, and I can get through it most of the time. And then it's just like, just let me fight the boss. Let me get another checkpoint. There's always a chance that you'll mess up, of course. I've died a few times here, and sometimes I make really stupid mistakes, but like so. But I'm supposed to jump over him onto that platform and not do the little short hop. Like I could die here. Yeah, this should really be a check. Even Dracula lets you just start right outside his chamber, right? Like, that's Dracula. Don't think you could hit the intro from behind? Oh, maybe. Should be a thing in games like this where if you can do the level before the boss without dying like 5 times in a row or something, it will automatically skip it going forward. I like that. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. It's like you've proven yourself. Or, yeah, give you the option of it, you know? That's really smart. When you're making your game, you should do that. Oops. Oh, come on. Seriously? I'm not sure why I did that. Or reward, yeah. And then you do a stupid thing, and then you have fewer lives. And you're just like, ugh. It's like Ninja Gaiden levels of screw you for failing to defeat the final boss. Kinda. It's not kicking me back to the beginning of Omni HQ. But it might as well be. Dracula is an especially hospitable final boss, though. He even feeds you in Super Castlevania. That's true. That is very true. That's true, though, so I'll stop trying to hit the antenna when I can't get to it. That's true. The Dev of Battle Kid, Sivak can play through it pretty easily. Oof. I think the shots take more damage off of you. Ugh. They'll take like a full heart, it looks like. We did it! Oh my god! I didn't think that was the run! Oh my god! Oh my god! I was not expecting that at all. That was a terrible run. Holy cow. Whew. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. I was not expecting that at all. Did I have like half a heart left or something? I was not expecting that at all. I don't know how I did. Maybe the game just took pity on me at the end there. I don't know. But that's a beautiful screen. Look at that. That's great. I love it. Oh my gosh. Wow. I was not expecting that at all. Part of it, thank you, by the way, is Comic Man reminded me to just shoot the green windows, so I didn't waste as many shots trying to shoot around it on the other, you know. But yeah. It is Hong Kong, Comic Man. It's Neo Hong Kong. It's the future Hong Kong. Wow. Yeah, you got to beat it legit, Jim. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, thank you so much for sticking with me for this whole freaking stream. I'm glad we did it. Wow. The HSBC building looks exactly the same. So you'd think there would be like more of an ending here, but I guess he just got out. He's escaped. He's escaped Omni. You're not even standing on a cliff somewhere watching Omni explode or collapse or anything like that. But yeah, it's a good game. Just that last boss is rough, for sure. Although in the grand scheme of things, like, how much worse is it? Because I fought the last boss in Battle Kid for like 4.5 hours. So I guess this isn't that bad compared to that. Yeah, it really is just like kind of getting a better sense for the rhythm there and getting the right shots. I think I'm lucky. I don't know. The president, you dismantled the entire corporation. You know, if only that were the way that politics actually worked. So that was normal mode. Let me see if anything happens here if I hit start. Nope. That was normal mode of this game. And there are a couple of other modes like hard mode and brutal mode. And they actually will change enemy placement and some of the level layout a little bit. And like affecting like the kind of drops that you get. Yeah, now play the hard mode. Not anytime soon. That was so awesome. Surprised. Yeah, I had half a heart left. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make it at all. That was just. Was that 16 shots? I don't know. That didn't seem like 16 shots. Play the hard mode. I'll show you the hard mode if you want. Do we want to try hard mode or brutal mode? You can try hard or brutal. Thank you, sir. So brutal gets 4 saw blades. I feel like the 1 was worse. Should I just do hard or do I want to try brutal? Let's try both. We'll try hard for a little bit, see what happens here. Do brutal for the clout. I mean, I'm not going to play through 16 shot Takeshi Meijin. We'll play a little bit of the first stage in hard mode and then brutal mode. And then I think that's going to call it for the stream for me tonight, as much as I kind of want to play something else. I have some stuff I need to get done, and I also want to not go to bed too late because I'm freaking exhausted. I should be writing, but I think I'm just going to take a wash tonight. Do I need clout? EverDrive or Mon releases would have the option for save states. Yeah, I just wasn't playing it on my EverDrive. My EverDrive also gives me the option of playing this with there's like a pilot swap or a tile swap where you can play as a girl. Alright, okay. I mean, I can't necessarily tell any differences so far. Excuse me. Oh, okay, thanks. Sure why I need to come up there. This one released with a ROM? Not sure if I have one or not. Yeah, you should be able to, you should have a ROM. If you did a Kickstarter for it, right? You should have, oh, that wasn't there before, I'm pretty sure. The thing that drops down? I could be wrong. You should have the ROM. And actually, if you bought this on itch.io, there's like a whole pack you can download. It has like the soundtrack and all the documentation stuff. It has different versions of the game. There's also a level builder. You can make your own levels for this if you wanted to. Oops. I think I missed the Kickstarter and bought this later. I can't remember if the purchase came with the ROM or not. Oh, like you bought physical. Gotcha. It's a good question. I don't know, because I feel like they've made it available. You know. I'm sure if you like emailed them, I'm sure they would send it to you. If you bought the physical from Brooks too, you usually get the ROM also under your account. Literally got into Homebrew a few days after the Kickstarter ended. I need to play through Full Quiet. I'm not sure that I'm going to have time to get through it this month. What am I doing? Oh, shoot. I went back for the heart. I forgot that there was like a little slime thing there. Whoops. Yeah, Full Quiet's going to be like the Homebrew Game Club game soon. Wow. Okay, that is pretty brutal. Well, it's just hard, but I don't think I'm going to have time to finish that game while I'm under deadlines. Oops. Oh, shoot. I thought that was a platform. Requires awesome. Would love to watch someone else try to get through it. Yeah, I mean, I started the stream already. I started the game without streaming it, rather. Let's try Brutal. See what that's like. You know, it's just that's such a game that takes so much like wandering around. I don't know that would be a good one to stream. Still want to have overview. Oh, Jim, 'tis not a contest. Requires more a matter of having the time to invest into it. Exactly. And I have not had the time. Or I got sidetracked by other games, and you know, it's like I think you need to be in the right mindset for it as well. Wait a minute, there's a ladder there. Is that ladder always there? Was that ladder always here and I just missed it? Oh, okay. Right. I get it. Hmm? This does look different, doesn't it? Ooh, whoops. Pourquoi also benefits from a good memory. Hard to remember where you might have seen a switch or clue, so with everything fresh. Yeah, that's why I'm worried. I wonder if I need to start over again or not. It's been a while since I played it. More death traps in this mode, yeah. It's cool that there's like that kind of level of replayability though. Fair about Fouquet end up mapping out the levels. Yeah, this room is different. Yeah, note taking. I've been taking notes. I haven't really been mapping because I was relying on my memory, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get back to it at some point. Oh shoot, that's what that is, okay. Just made me go back all the way around. Maybe I should just start the game over again, and it's not like I've gotten so far into it that I've lost like a ton of progress, and if I play it through all the way, then maybe I should stream it, right? It's gonna take a long time to stream that game. Not that that stopped me before. Okay. Oof. Oh my gosh. Wowzers. Okay. You finished full quiet with only having found 30 to 40% of the items. Yeah, hope to beat next time at Man with a fun game on the NES. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the thing too. I enjoy it. I think it's definitely. Oh wow. Is that normally how it is? I guess it was maybe, but I think there's. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that for some reason. Scope of full quiet, yeah. Pretty incredible. Oh my gosh, more lasers, okay. These things are moving faster. Extra lasers, yeah, I think so. Huh. Oof. That thing. More dropping things in this version. More enemies might be armored. Wait, what am I doing? It's open. Yikes. Alright, well... Does it have... It does have continues still. I was worried that the hard mode wouldn't let you continue. The checkpoint might be different too. Yeah, exactly. I don't think those things were dropped until the second main area. And then the hard mode did introduce them early on. or earlier than I expected anyway. Anyway, thank you guys so much. It is just about midnight. We knocked out the game. That's cool. I'm not sure what I'm playing next week. I might play... It depends on what I want to do for Omega's challenge, because I might have to do a horror game or something. It might not even be NES, depending on what I play. Or I might do Jane Austen's 8-Bit Adventure, because that just came out. Actually, Matthew Justice, the developer, gave me a code for the game on Steam to give away. So I'm going to do a giveaway for that one when I stream it. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that very much. That was tough. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to stream next week. Tunic definitely on Sunday. Looks like Comic Man is streaming more of Link's Awakening tomorrow. Excuse me. I think GW is planning to stream tomorrow night. I'm not sure if he's doing Kendo Rage or something else. And Friday night, I think, is going to be Omega Ace again from now on. I know he's streaming something this week. Mezzin, I think, is going to be Saturday. Jim might be streaming on Saturday. Is that right? Jim streaming Saturday and or Sunday. Thank you, Comic Man. Thank you, GW. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong on those things. Is there anybody we can raid? A little bit early. Let me see if anybody's streaming right now. Maybe I'll stop in and say hi to somebody. I'm not going to stick around for too long tonight. Let's see, who's playing something? Not even CC tonight? Yeah, oh, CC is playing Old School and Chill. So let's go say hi to CC Stellar Tweets. She is only... she doesn't have that many people in there. She should. So let us raid CC Stellar Sweets, not tweets. All right, so we'll go say hi. I will go say hi. If all goes well, we'll stream Saturday. Yes. Do you know what time? Around when, Jim? If you have any technical problems and you need some help, let me know. Yeah, I haven't caught one of CC streams in a while either, so it'll be nice to see her. And GW says he will be streaming tomorrow night. Excellent. Thanks, Irish Nerd. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I'm sure. And Captain Algebra, I think, is doing more Alien Isolation on Friday night. So there's a bunch happening. There's a bunch going on. All right. I'll catch you all later on. Have a good rest of the week. Thank you again, and take care. Good night.